Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. The silent twins star Wright and Tamara Lawrance. And I can't really describe this movie to you. The best way I can describe this movie is two sisters that that have basically social anxiety, and they don't really talk to anyone besides somewhat each other a little bit, and they kind of get in a lot of fights. They get bullied at school, and they do drugs, they have sex, what the fuck was this movie? I saw this movie, I don't know how long ago. It was on the weekend where I said I saw 5 movies. I forget, I don't remember which weekend was that. Which weekend was that? I have no idea. This was one of those movies that I just couldn't get done. I couldn't get it on time for a review. So now I'm using this catch-up weekend. When I say catch-up, I think of ketchup instead of catching up weekend. Is it catching up weekend or catch-up weekend? One of the two. Yeah, this movie's bad. This movie is awful. I will say that I like Wright. I think she's a great actress, and I think she's probably the best part in this movie. I guess that also goes for the other sisters. Like the sisters, acting and the way that they, portray these characters is really good. I think it's pretty well damn good acting, which is also based on true story, which is also really another thing that really. This movie is bad for another reason, because the people in this movie, the people, like the characters, I'm gonna call them characters because it's just how I describe them in the movie, are awful people. Every single one of them. The parents are terrible at being parents. They don't do anything to help their kids and to be able to proceed in life, basically. And so, because at some part in the movie is that the sisters go out on their own. They basically are allowed to walk in public on their own and basically just have free will of anything. When they can't really communicate, they have no social skills. So basically they're going out and they can say yes to anything without the knowledge of this is wrong. And that happens because they have fucking sex in this movie, which I'm pretty sure is rape, because I think it is. At least it feels that way, because I'm like, this. Why is this even a thing in this movie? Because it's probably, well, mostly because it happened, but. I'm sitting here and watching this, and I'm like, this is weird. And there's and there's parts in this movie where it has the animated part, it has these stop motion pictures with a doll or something, and it's kind of telling somewhat the story through their eyes of that, because they like making stories, and they want to become authors and such, and so this is kind of their storytelling. And so they kind of put their emotions into into the story that you see in animation, and so it's kind of cool, but and there's a part of the sex scene with that, and I'm like, this is weird. This is I don't know how to feel about this, and I really felt really uncomfortable, because it really felt like that, because they don't have the social skills. It felt like they're just being straight up raped. And so moving on from that side. That a couple scenes later that they're burning a building down. So so they go around these people that have bad influence because they don't know what's right and wrong. I think it's trying to imply that they do know, but they just choose not to, even though that no one's basically teaching them at all. Literally, parents are not even trying. The parents in this movie are just awful. And so, if I'm talking to the actual parents in real life, I'm sorry. That's just how the movie presented it, and maybe you did try, but from what I've seen in the movie, it wasn't even in there, or I don't know. That's the one thing that's hard about true stories. It's that you can't show everything, but it's also and it's hard to talk about and without pissing off people, because it's well, get your keyboard writing out. And so, yeah, I mean, I really could care less about the sisters. They're like, they constantly fight, bicker with each other. They choose not to talk at some points. Like they have the skill of saying certain words, but whenever other people come around, their parents, their other sister that doesn't have like whatever that they're going, the twins are going through, they just stop talking and they just become silent. They just sit there and I don't know what they're doing, and so. It just kind of comes off like they're being assholes for no reason because they know what they're doing wrong, but no one is teaching them, hey, this is wrong. They like, there's people talking to them, but they just give up on them basically in 10 minutes of the movie. And so yeah, that's my review for this. Like I don't really know what else to say. It's somewhat of a depressing movie. But overall, I just didn't care because I'm like, these people are awful people, and it's ridiculous that this is this is the narrative story for this movie, and because the movie asks you to really care. And I'm like, no one really tried. I mean, so I can't really care. I mean, like they do go to somewhat of a therapist, like they go somewhat to a doctor, but even the doctor's like, can't help them. Send them off. Don't know what to do. Sorry. And it's like, really? Okay. Thanks. I give the twin sisters a D-. The only thing that's really holding up is the acting, the cinematography. Even the animation was cool, but the whole entire movie itself was just bad. I couldn't really care much about this. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.